Hello and welcome to this video. I'm gonna do this in English. Normally I'm Dutch, dus ik zeg ook even tegen mijn andere kijkers, dankjewel voor het kijken. Hierachter zie je dus het systeem waar ik het over wil gaan hebben. En dat is het systeem Batocera. Dus ik switch weer terug naar het Engels en dan ga ik even uitleggen wat ik hiermee gedaan heb. Dus ik hoop dat jullie Engels kunnen praten. Sorry, maar het videootje wordt op meerdere kanalen geplaatst. Dus ik plaats hem ook sowieso op mijn kanaal Direct Talk. Maar in ieder geval ook op andere kanalen. Dus het kan zijn dat ik hem, dat hij ergens anders ook zichtbaar is. So I'm going to switch in English right now. Okay, this is het logo of Batocera. The questions that I saw on this retro gaming system, it's a system where you can play multiple different games from different consoles. So you can play PlayStation, Nintendo 64, a normal Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Pokemon Mini, name it, and you can play it. But many people also want to try to watch movies on this system. And the problem with that is because, yes, Batocera can watch a movie, but you cannot use your keyboard and you cannot use your mouse, because if you want to take a break from watching the movie, you have to go to the toilet, take something to eat, or then it will switch off. You cannot go forward, you cannot go back, you cannot put play, pause, everything. I found out that you can make a whole new server with this system, and it's very easy. You only have to know it. So I'm gonna tell you what I have found out. I have used this video system almost 2 years now. And in those 2 years, I have building movies. I have a young kid, so child movies, child series, TV series, normal TV shows. I also love to look at MMA fights, documentaries, everything. So I wanted to create a good movie server that is easy to use, easy to program, and easy to handle for kids. That was my highest priority. I have found the solution. Can you watch movies on Batocera? Yes, you can. If somebody tells you no, it cannot be done because yes, you can. I'm going to show you right now what I did. And I'm going to use the strings that I found out to get the system working. So I'm going to turn you around and I'm going to show you that you can watch movies on Batocera. Okay, we have switched around. So this is a system. What you need to do is the following. First things first, go to your Batocera system, try to get online and try to download Mozilla Firefox for Linux. This is the one that you need. But you need to download it on your Batocera system so that you can go online on an easy way, because I think everybody knows how Firefox works. It's the same thing, it works the same as a normal Windows computer, but then you need to do it on Linux. You also need, when you have that Firefox, you need to find this app for that Linux computer, the MPV player. That's the one that you need. That's the one that I used to get this system running. Also, what you need is Photoshop. Just a normal Photoshop. I got this one, works perfectly. Let's go to Batocera system that I have running. So I can show you that I already have this system in place. So I'm gonna turn this thing on, and you see I have created a whole new system. And no, I'm not gonna use the folders that has computer games in it. Because if I want to, I can also play computer games on it. I have decided to split this system up in two systems. One I have for the gaming, one I have for the movies. I can show you right now. I have here a bunch of multiple hard disks. I have a keyboard lying around. I have a mouse over there. And I have two systems here. This one here is running right now. And that's this one. If I put this one on, it can run two things. I have two splits up. One is for the Android games that I play, but also Batocera. I can choose which one I want to start up. And it's very easy. People say, "Ooh, yeah, you need to know." No, it's easy. I'm going to tell you why. It's easy because once you have done it, you don't forget it. So, let me show you. I have here Thriller. This is the keyboard that I use. This is the mouse that I use. You don't need a mouse if you are in this system. You don't need it. You can use it, but you don't need it. You can also control it with a control pad. You don't need it. The only thing you need is a keyboard. And I'm going to show you just by turning that I'm switching the things up. I'm now, because my young daughter is learning two languages right now, Dutch and also English. So I had to split things up for her to make her feel easy in this system. My kid is 9 years old and she can run this system like hell. She can run it. She knows almost more about the system than I do. The only program working is I'm better in, but for the rest, she knows exactly where what is and what is for her and what is for me and what's from her mother. So, let me see this. I just made this one. A Christmas background with a Christmas logo. And then you want to say, okay, fuck that. I want to know how to play movies without being interrupted. Let me tell you something. I can make this system bigger than Netflix. I can make it bigger. I am already bigger than Netflix because I have a server upstairs. Only that server already carries maybe 19,000 files. It runs through here. You see multiple lines here that I have. One is going up, down there. One is going to my system over there. Two are going here because they are also can communicate with each other. And they both use these two. So let me see. You want to see, can I play movies? Yes, you can. When I press enter, I put 4 Christmas movies in here. Old Dog's Christmas Carol, An American Christmas Carol, Angela's Christmas Wish, and Disney's Favorite Christmas. It's a Dutch movie. It's translated in Dutch. So, in order to do that, let me see this movie. I press enter. And there is the movie. Normally, when I use my mouse, and you see it, I'm switching, it's on. And you see what happens, right? But the movie, it doesn't switch off. Why? Because when I put the P in, it goes further. I can go forward and I can press pause. I can do everything I want. I can press spacebar to also pause and play. I can go further, like you see. So let nobody tell you that you cannot make a movie server from Batocera. It's straight from Batocera. And I press play. It can happen all things. You see the difference? I press my keyboard. You can move with switches. Let me go back here. And you go back with the letter Q. Quit. This one. And I go back into the submenu. I can put movie trailers in it, and I can put the cover in here from the movie. It also can start a trailer. You can use it in Batocera when you scroll on the movie like that, then a trailer starts. I already done that. You can even put here, in this side where you normally put the game in, you can change this and you can put your own stuff in it. I'm not that far yet, but I can put the publisher, when it was developed, when it was released, the genre, I can put everything in here. Here's the logo already. But now you want to know, hey, how the hell did he do that? I told you, you need Firefox and you need MVP player. When I go out here, just like Batocera, I'm here. It's the same function. When I press F1, I'm going in here. You see, I got multiple discs right here. And you see here, I got the MVP player. But then you say, hey, I don't see anything else. I don't see things. Let me show you. I go to application and there is the Firefox web browser. You need to start that thing up and then find here, this one, MVP player. Now, here is the different part. The same, everything works the same as Batocera. You need to look at a movie as a game. You place the movie in the folder, and when you've done that, you need to put a folder in here. So let me create something with you. I'm gonna walk back to my other system and I'm gonna find out what we do. So you need this one, MVP, and you need Mozilla Firefox for Linux. Let me show you one more time. This one, download Mozilla Firefox for Linux, the 32-bit, and you need to have this one, the MPV. People say they cannot do it. Well, you can. You can make a movie server from it, and it works incredibly good. Let me take a look at something that I can split up. So I have a network connection with this thing. So let me go in there and let me go in there. So here you see all the different files. And you see I also have the game maps right here, the game folders. I got action movies, then I got the all AEW, there's a wrestling organization. I got it all split up in different sections. I got, for me it's foreigner, so outside of my country I got crime here, but I also got Dutch crime. I also got that split up. Let me take a look what I can split up. Sports movie, thriller movies. That's. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Well, let's create something that nobody has. What you also need was Photoshop. And why do you need Photoshop? To find logos. Logos and back papers. So in this case, I want to create something. I want to create a whole new dialogue. So let me just find out how it works. First things first, I'm going to remove the section when it's done, but let me try this. Put this in, Netflix. Press enter. So now I have all kinds of logos and backgrounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a background, just like this one. Then I'm going to copy that image and I'm going to take it to Photoshop. Let me put this away. Then I press Ctrl N. And you see this one. I press enter. And then I press Ctrl V. Then I got the background right here. It's a whole new thing that let me show you. In here. Let me quit this one. Now I'm already back with the Batocera system. And I go back here. Let me scroll you. This was the first one. And you see, there is no Netflix category. You will see TV shows. Let me go. No, this one is Sinterklaas that we also have in the Netherlands. But you see, no Netflix. Here is that jolly old man. So you see, there is no Netflix. We are gonna create one. Here we have Netflix. We're gonna save this file because it's easy one. This is the most easy one. And then you go to JPEG. This one. You need that one. And you need to name the file. Everything we do now is we name the file. So I'm gonna do name it like this. And then we go, and that's when you have a network connection, it's easy to find. But you need to find this folder. Main menu, wallpapers, console, one shortcut. That's the one that you need. So I made a shortcut from that server, from the Batocera server on my desktop. There is no file with that name, like you see. There is no name with Netflix. I'm going to save this one. And I'm going to press OK. The second one you need is a PNG file. You can create one. It's very easy. But I'm going to do it easy. Let me take, here, a round logo. Here, you got a round logo. I'm just going to copy that image. I'm going to take it to Photoshop. I press Ctrl N again, press enter, and then I'm going to press Ctrl V again. Here is my logo. Then I'm going to remove the background. Just delete the layer. Yes, just delete it. Then I'm going to take the magic wand in this case. And I'm going to press it around the circle because I don't want to have that white shit in my thing. So let's clean that shit up. I have to do it with one hand. Normally I do it with two. But I'm holding you with me. So you see I have the logo. File. Save as. And then you go back to the wallpaper back. In this case, you need to have main menu wheels clean shortcut. When you open that and you create a PNG file, all things pop up. Here you have it. Now name this one the exact like you named the wallpaper. So we call it like this. I'm gonna save it in this folder. That one, main menu wheels clean. And I'm gonna save it. And I say, okay. Now when we have done that, then you need to go back to your Batocera system because you need to do more actions to get this folder visible. Excuse me. Now, what you do is you press F1, and when you have done that, you come into this menu, just like Batocera Game Retro. Now, we need to have a decisive thing. You have to take a place where you can put things, if you have a big server, a small server, where you can put the folder. Where are gonna pop those movies up? So I'm gonna take a look at my hard disks right now. What's the best place for this one? Okay, let me put a folder in here. I got this hard disk here. And I only got this one on there. So let's put it in here. I'm gonna make a folder here. Just like that. And then this screen pops up. Now you need to name the folder the same like you did the wallpaper and the PNG file on your normal computer. So we're gonna do this. That's the one. And we're gonna name that one. Now I have two folders. Once you have done that, one time click on the folder that you just made, then go to edit, and then you see here, create link. That's what stands. Then another screen pops up when you click that, just like that. And what you need to do is make a shortcut to this folder here. Use the data here. And then you go to ROMs. And then you say, okay. Okay. Normally, the folder doesn't show up. But in this case, I have made some changes. So what I'm always doing, because sometimes he doesn't show the folder, I go back out here. I go File. Close window. You go back into this retro system, just like that. And what I always do is upgrade the system. Spacebar. Then I choose Game Settings. I press Enter. And I want to go Update Game List. That's the one that you need. You press 2 times Enter. Now it renews. Then you press F1 again. And now you see that I have, this is a normal C drive, and we need to find out if the folder Netflix is there. Here it is. And you see a little arrow with it. It's the shortcut that we made. And this was the hard disk that we had. It had 2 folders on it. Remember? Netflix TV series. So now we have created a folder, the shortcut, the wallpaper, and the PNG file. We already have downloaded the MVP player for Linux. Do this on your retro computer with this menu. Install first Firefox, then MVP player, and then go. Use it as an app. Now, we have done this, but now it comes. This is the most difficult part. And I'm gonna do it very, very easy and very, very slow. This is the one that you need. Emulation station. What I found out is, what I tried to do was change it here. On my computer. On my normal computer, just made a shortcut, but the files is different. This is a CNG file or a CNV file. Oh no, here. It's a CFG file. So, easy part is, do this on this computer. Normally, this all has game numbers on it. Once you have made this one, name it like this. So in this case, let me put this one. This is very important. E low strafe systems low strafe comedy point CFG. Once you have made that file, open the file up, and then you see this. That's the one that you see. But we have made a folder Netflix. So we want to create something with Netflix. You open a file that you already made. So in this case, I already made this one. This one was already there, so I used it. What's very important is, look at the same thing in the eye. So I'm going to take you slowly through it. You start with this on top of the file. Then a space between it. Then you have this one. Then you go to full name comedy blah 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 blah. This one. And then it comes to user data, path, user data, ROMs, because you need to direct it to the folder with comedy. In this case, this is the folder where the comedy movies are in. And this is very important. Now you need to watch extension .av, .mp4, spacebar, you see it. AV, spacebar, .mp4, spacebar, .mkv, .mg. You take all these things. And then .fop, it even can play DVDs. Then, and like this. It's very important. Then the line under that is also important, because that is directing to your MVP player, to your movie server. Starts like this. So I'm going to take it slowly, so you can write it down or type it up. And I'm giving you the time. Like this. And once you have that, then you get to platform. Platform is under that comment. You type this one. Then you press enter again, and there you do this one. I'm going to take it slowly, guys, because here you have, and then you do enter, exact the same way like I did. When you do that, you're in. Now, this was already a file that I had made, so it's an example. But now you want to make more columns, you want to make more folders, you want to be diverse, right? So now you only need to open a file that you already have. Doesn't matter. Only open a file that you already have. If you have a folder made Game Boy Advance, take that one, change the lines, and then now I only have to change the words comedy. That's the only thing I have to change. So in this case, stand back here. Where is it? Right there. But I need to go up more. So let me go up here. Just like that. And go backspace very slowly. And here is what you do. You type in on that spot that you just removed the same like all the other things. It needs to be exact. Here it is. If you doubt yourself, go back. Just go back. And when you have that file here, you see, I write it good, but go back to your file. It doesn't matter. Take your time with it. You press N in here. Let me look. Here it is. There's the wallpaper. Now, just like that. The exact same thing. So, this one is good. Now you go under the second line of that. So you now have the name changed. Now we can type every time we can type it, but when you don't want to make a mistake, just select it. Then you take copy. Right, click the mouse and then take copy. And then you're gonna press Ctrl V. Go a little bit down. And every word that has the word, in this my case, comedy, I changed the word comedy into Netflix. Ctrl V. Then I go down. I don't see here. I don't see there. And then I go to platform. Go to the word comedy. And then you do Ctrl V. Right over there. When you go back, you're also in Teams. That's the wallpaper. Ctrl V. Now you see I have changed everything from comedy into the folder Netflix. Now here is the part that most people are actually going to screw up, or they make a mistake or something else. You need to save it correctly. So take File, Save As, and now it comes. Very many people press OK. Very fast they say Save As. No, look. It says comedy. We don't want that. We don't need that. We don't want that because we already have a comedy. And when you screw up this line, it overrides the comedy, and your movies and the comedy movies doesn't work, and the Netflix folder that you made doesn't work. So we need to remove the word comedy. And then we press Ctrl V. This is what we want to save. And then I say Save As. Now I have created this folder. And now I say quit. So now we have created the folder Netflix. And you see, it's right over there. You see, I have made already different folders and different movies folders over this. But now here comes the part that you say, hey, did it work, yes or no? So what we're going to do is we go back. We say close window. And here is the part that people say, oh no, I screwed up. I cannot find this thing in my system. And that's correctly. Sometimes your system say, do we need to show all logos, yes or no? I say, no, you don't need to show me all the logos because I want to only have the logos which I have movies from or which I have games from. In this case, movies. So now, when I scroll, you don't see Netflix. You don't see it, huh? No. Even when I do, in this case, an update game list. What you need to do is update the game list. But I still don't have any Netflix here. Still don't. This is TV series, TV shows. I don't have Netflix in here. But here comes it. Now I'm going to place a video file in that folder. So let me take you over there. Do I have a video file on here? Let me take a look if I have a video file in here. Let me try this one. If it wants to open up, yes, it wants to open up. Okay, let me see. Okay, I got this one here. I got different parts here. Let me take a short one here. I got the file Catching Killers 2021 Season 3 Episode 3. You see? I got that file here. I'm gonna just put it over there. I'm gonna copy that file. Then I'm going to the system Batocera on my network. I go to ROMs. And then I'm gonna look for the folder Netflix. So I'm gonna press one time here. And then press N. And here's the folder Netflix. And I'm gonna paste that video file in there. So now you see I'm copying that file into the system. And you see it's just a normal video file. Boom. It's in there. It's in the folder. Okay. Now we go out here and we go back to the system again. I already showed you that we didn't have Netflix in here. You don't have the full Netflix, so probably many people will say, uh-oh, I did something wrong. I need to check the whole goddamn video again. And no, you didn't do nothing wrong. If you put it exactly the way I showed you, then the only thing you need to do is press the space bar, go back to this menu, go to game settings, and update the game list again. Confirmation. And now we need to look for the folder if it is working. Now you can look for the folder. I hope it worked. You see I have very many columns. So I hope he will pop up. Here it is. And there it is. Netflix with the PNG file, the wallpaper. Now, you see that there is a file in that folder, and so it pops up right now. When I press enter, the MVP player will show you what you have. Here it is. Here is that file. Remember? Catching Killers, episode 3 of season 3. Well, you can directly play it. Press enter. And it will pop up. It will directly pop up. It will go. And you see, I just press front because I don't want to have copyright on my ass. But you see the difference. It works. And you can take a break. You can easily take a break just by pressing the P or the spacebar. When you want to quit, it's a Q. If you want to have a good reading of MVP player, try to press by Google MVP player Linux, and then you put in key how does it call it, key motion or something like that. Then you can take a little file, it's a photo that they show, and they can explain which keys you can use, what you can all do. When P is for playing movies, P is for play, pause, right, left, you can find it. I already know it from my head. V is subtitles off, I believe. Like subtitles hidden, subtitles visible. So you can have the commands from MVP. So now this movie is playing.
started looking at the
You get a phone call, you need to go away. Then you only need to do this. Just press Q. And you go back in there. Press escape and you go back in there. So now you see that you can make a movie server. I showed you. Is it? Wow, this thing is really bad. So now you see what you need. Batocera can play movies. The only thing you need to do is get the correct software. That's the only thing you need to do. And the part of the folder making and the strings that you need to write down and to save. That's very important. Those two are the most important things of the whole set, of the whole thing that you need to do. Take Photoshop, take Paint. You can do it with Paint also. But you can make movies on a Batocera server. And you can watch movies on a Batocera server. That's what you need to do. Do what you want to do with it. I made a movie server, but you can maybe also make something different. And people, I hope that I explained it good enough for you to understand it. I had to do it with my phone because my cameras are screwed up. So, but I wanted to tell you that you can watch movies on a Batocera system, because many questions came on Reddit, Facebook. I saw all these questions about Batocera. Is Batocera capable of watching movies on it? Yes, it is. If you have the correct software, you can do it. People, thank you for watching and take care. See ya.